Hey, I wanted to give everybody a quick update on what's happening here on this side of the water in China. And first thing is first, I've got something in my hand here that is at least okay for now. It's not getting everything done that we were trying to get done to have the working visa and contract everything in the system okay, because they were just a bit too slow. Now, if you overstay your visa here in China, it doesn't match what's on your passport, they make a very big deal of it. It's a huge deal. It's not like in other countries where they might just give you a fine or a talking to. No, they're going to have you sign things with the police. You're going to get verbally berated. I spent 45 minutes in a room having somebody shout at me in the past. Not a fun experience. Don't want to do that again. I don't recommend it to anybody. So what that paper I showed is, it's another like stay visa request. So on the 3rd of July, I have to go pick up my passport. The government office holds it temporarily, and that's what this paper is my legal status here in the country until my passport's returned. When the passport's returned, I believe it's going to be marked for 30 days. And during that time, you get everything done for your working visa so that it can be the longer term one, which I believe will take me through the end of the year. So all that being said, that is all the legal stuff that I was dealing with where I was uncertain if I would stay here in country. I have another thing to bring out on this video. And as much as you try to be creative and good to people, there are things that can get out of control very fast. And sometimes it's cultural difference, and sometimes it's our wisdom or lack thereof. So I had a friend named Dan in the past who would tell me about something he would call a tar baby. And he's just giving a funny name because tar is a black, thick, sticky substance that if, animals get trapped in it, we can find their fossils many years later because they don't get out. Well, other people's problems are like this too, where if you try to put your hands or you try to get involved, sometimes it's not so easy to step back from. So be careful in how you involve yourself in other people's lives, even if it's for a good cause. Just keep this in mind to protect yourself. Now, here's my example. And again, this could be a little bit cultural, but maybe not. In our classes, it's important for the children to speak. Obviously, if they're not speaking any kind of English sounds or words, how can I help the child to improve? And we had a situation in one of our classes where near the end of the class, a boy just decided he wasn't going to try. These children are like 6 years old. When I ask from where he's sitting to help me make the letter sounds together, and he didn't want to do that, or he just was staring at me, I had him walk over to where I was at, and I was making the letter sounds slowly. These are letter sounds he has made many times. He's okay. I know the child can do it. And he does it. It's not something he doesn't know. Maybe there's a few sounds he was uncertain of, and that's okay. I'm willing to help. After class, I wrote a note to his mother and just said, hey, your child wasn't speaking so much or trying to make the letter sounds. Maybe you can encourage him to participate in class. That was it. If I show you on the phone, there's all of these messages that go after it. All of these messages of the parents absolutely trying to get involved with way too much. Basically, instead of just taking the encouragement of, yeah, we can try to work with them so he participates in class, they instead began to attack the teacher. Now, if you're a parent, you know how frustrating it can be when the teachers don't seem to care or try to help your child. I can understand, especially in the way schools run now when you have a lot of children and the teacher can't spend so much time with your child and maybe they fall behind a little bit. But in smaller groups, especially when I carve out time specifically to individually help, and when I notice something that I'm no longer able to do as a teacher, and I ask for some assistance from the family, It's as simple as, hey, let's try to make the letter sounds, or when you're in class, try to listen to the teacher. It's really that simple. But I was not expecting the reaction I got. And that's, I guess, the message for today is, even at your best, even when your intentions are good, be aware that you don't see all the views and things people are dealing with, and it can surprise you. Let me put it very clearly, like both the guy that I work for and I replied very fast to the mother's statement. And then the mother sees the answer and says, since the problem cannot be solved, we're going to withdraw. Now, I've had the other problem where I try to get companies to react to something and I don't get emails or callbacks or messages for a long time. I wonder if they're taking my request or concern seriously. But if you have not one but two reply quickly, hey, we're working on it, this is what we're doing, this is what we're putting in place. Like, for example, in the classroom, we're adding cameras so the mother can actually view everything happening. We have other parents that are sitting and watching the class also, so it's not like it's closed off. And I always prepare reports that show them what we did, what we're doing that day, and several classes ahead, so they know exactly what to expect. And all I'm saying is, all of the best intentions aren't going to solve every problem. And a friend told me one time, when there was a big misunderstanding between somebody asking me a question, I answered them very factual, very logical. And they got completely offended and angry, and I got a talking to after it. And the way that the person explained it to me, I was, I think, 20 years old when they did this. They said, it doesn't matter what words you said or even what you said. It's like you walk them through a art gallery and you're showing them different paintings and they're left with an impression. So what impression remains in them after your exchange matters even more than the words you choose to say or how you say it. So bearing that in mind, choose which words you use and how you say things if you want to have good relations and connections with people. So that's my encouragement. And it's yet another part of that creative spectrum, because it's easy to say things very plain, very shallow, very quick. But when people see that you think about them or you think about the situation before you just bluntly say something that's super shallow or obvious, then at least they know that you have some consideration towards them or the situation. So I know this isn't the most creative video, but bear in mind that the creative space goes into all aspects of our life. So legally, I'm okay for now, and I think it's going to be fine. And the other part, I just got to keep trying. And if you've done something like this and you want to share it in the comments below, please share what your situation was and how it got resolved. Or if you are still in the middle, you don't need to give any details, any specifics, but just we can start the dialogue and conversation if you would like and talk about it more, because I think where people connect, it erases the things that divide us, things that might be politically motivated by race, culture, things like this, even religion, that can not bring people together. If there's that connection at a very human heart level, it kind of looks past all of those exterior things. And don't hear me wrong, I'm not saying that this is exterior for everyone. People can be very passionate about things, but focus on what brings situations and people together rather than what divides them. And that does take a creative approach. So until the next time, create your world.